Toledo, number 3 in the world, got past Connor Coffin. That was extremely close. Had to rely on that full rotation to get past Connor. And Italo coming into this event, the number 2 seed, winning an event a long time ago now, back in Newcastle over Gabriel Medina in the final. Because it is on, all Brazilian matchup. Italo Ferreira, the reigning world champ, taking on Filipe Toledo. Joe Turpel alongside 11-time world champ Kelly Slater. Kelly, Italo got this one incredibly quick off the sound of the horn.
He did, and what a great way to start the heat. There was nothing really amazing on the ride. It was a good, clean ride, but nothing giant, and it was a lot of kind of that nice carve, good pace, but the wave never stood way up to let him get one of those tail releases or any kind of an air or anything, obviously. But good, solid surfing. He looks really strong. He looks super loose. I think he just wanted to get up and get going and seeing how he feels. But I mean, those are crisp, clean turns, and it didn't let him have a great finish. He had to climb it. That was a difficult section. One of these guys is going to come up against Gabriel this afternoon.
Priority with Toledo. Italo had the 5.17 on the right to start. Italo just up and out quickly. I mean, today we've seen the struggle, Kelly, of just getting good score.
I sent the picture to Italo, them together, and he said, "Oh yeah, I remember, man. That's so cool." And let's see, what do we got here? Nice fade. Oh, weird little bobble, but that's, you know, just a bump in the wave there. And we'll see where this one goes. It's going kind of way out into the bay, and I think this wave, wow, that was a great turn because it looked like the section disappeared on him. Let's see if he goes for it here. And he's, I mean, this guy sleeps through air reverses. It's ridiculous. One more for the boys.
Double full rotations for Filipe Toledo on his opening wave against Italo Ferreira.
Is he relaxed?
He looks comfortable, composed. Ricardinho wearing that bright orange shirt. That's a famous shirt. I don't know if he ever washes it, but it's bright orange. Filipe can see it.
That shirt has pissed me off so many times. Watch this wave. Watch the way this wave goes down. So watch, he kind of almost digs the rail here. Oh, a weird little bump in the wave. And you could almost give up there, and then he has to chase it down, and then watch this section pop up, and then it avoids him, so he turns it into a carve. And the board just kept a clean rail, and here comes a section. Boom, big, clean, complete rotation in the air. Wave sort of slows up, and this is where a guy like Filipe just makes a wave become a great wave. And that ride, if you were down here on the beach watching pretty much anyone else on earth besides maybe the other 2 guys in this contest surf that wave, you wouldn't remember it. And now it's a standout ride, and that's what wins these kind of battles. So right here again, see how the lip disappeared, and somehow he was able to, you know, he is riding a quad, so there's a little more thrust from that. Gosh, what a great timing there, and so inventive. It's like he knows when he lands where he's going to be into the next turn, and he's already paced out the rest of the wave, and just having some fun. He's so relaxed, you know. It's really fun to watch, you know. He's got his family, he's got his kids. This would be the biggest thing in his career ever to win this world title, but at the same time, I think he's super content, and that's what makes him so relaxed.
He's made 2 airs on the same wave. Incredibly normal, especially a full rotation.
Yeah, normalized double airs.
It's crazy.
It's important to pick the right waves and pace yourself too. You don't have to go out there and catch 5 or 6 or 7 waves. You need 2 waves. You need to surf them really well. And this one has a nice wall and I think a better pace. And we'll really see the speed come into play here as the end of this wave comes down. Boom, a climb with a tail drift. Nice big carve, some variety there. We'll see what he's going to do here. Boom. Good finish. And then we got Italo behind him on a runner. He's got to chase it down. Crazy big float. Gets around it. Dynamic on that last turn. He got a little stuffed under the lip. I mean, look, we're being critical of the best guys in the world here. We'll watch this again. Good start. Wave kind of flattens out on him. Good little cutback to pace it. And then here, boom, gets a tail drift. And like I said, smaller wave, but there's variety. Big carve all the way back around and hits it early. And this is what we came to watch. I would say a bit more variety for Filipe. I think Italo is selling it a little bit there, but there weren't many people who could ride that wave as well as he just did. And he had to kind of manufacture a couple things, but he did so well to get such good variety. Let's see, just starting out here, Italo. And then this is where he has to really perfect the lip line climb. So he had to climb over it. He got bounced on the way up. He could have caught that outside rail. And then boom, pretty perfect timing there. A lot of good power. And then, yeah, didn't really let him get super, you get exposed that you weren't completely committed. Look at this. What a good wave for Filipe so far. It's a better pace to start this wave out. We'll see if it's got the end section for him. And here he goes, running through this inside. And here comes the money part of this wave. Boom, big drift. Does he stick it? He does.
What an incredible ride for Toledo. A lot of different types of turn done with so much speed. One of the most spontaneous surfers in the world. Looking really comfortable.
Relax. Look at him.
But he's keeping everything very normal, taking the kids to school. I think he's channeling that normal rhythm, even though there's a world title on the line.
Yeah, and this one stood up much better for him there. You could see if the tail lifted too much there, he could have dug the nose, so he really unweighted on that front foot, waiting for this wave. Almost a little catch there if you're gonna be critical. And then here, it's time to decide. Boom, and he just throws the big tail out instead of going for the big air reverse, because you could see that section was more down the line kind of steepness. It wasn't a section coming at him with a whitewash landing. There was room for carve and hitting it, so he made a really good decision on which maneuver to fit in there. I think an air would have been difficult to complete, and just a really well surfed wave. I mean, I consider this excellent surfing. We'll see where the judges go with it. No rotation like he had earlier on a couple of his waves, but he did exactly what the wave asked. And see how he just drifts the tail out, and boom, his biggest score of the heat. And really just great surfing. Can't argue with that.
8.5 for Filipe.
He's just cool, man. I love the guy.
Toledo now off the bottom. Big snap, a lot of power and great timing. Big hammer again. 2 explosive turns.
This is what I've been kind of waiting for, to see someone get two waves on the board, 2 good scores on the board, so they can kind of let loose. And you see that aggression come out there. Those were the best 2 carves I've seen today. Really stood up. There's a little wind on the lip now, and boom. Gosh, perfect hammer there. I mean, imagine if there were 2 more sections in that. He's looking at another 8.5 or something, and really putting Italo on the back foot. But this is great surfing.
Comfort level on a magic quad that he's used for a lot of events this season. Just over a minute on the clock. Italo, the reigning world champ, with priority. Can he find the score on this ride? It's a big section. Tail high punt. Explodes on the landing. Chasing an 8.7. And the reigning world champ could be in trouble. 45 seconds to go. He started off world #1 in that close heat with Kolohe, but it saved him also against Jordy at Super Tubos to get in the title showdown in 2019. But has he run out of time? Toledo looks at that wave, searching for Italo. He's not to be found. Number 3 in the world, Filipe Toledo, an 8.5 and a 7.47, upsets the reigning world champion at Lower Trestles, and he will meet Gabriel Medina in the title match later on today. As you can check it out from early this morning, Connor got past Morgan, Filipe beat Coffin, and he just took out the reigning world champ with that 8.5 to shut this one down.